thank you very much.
Well, next tonight, more new homes should be created by converting old disused properties, according to one of the country's biggest building societies.
Experts say the government is focusing too hard on new builds. Instead, they say reusing old industrial or retail space could be cheaper and quicker. James Webster has more.
Enjoying some time off from work, Javid moved into this flat a year ago. Before this, the 20-year-old had no permanent home.
You always feel like a burden for whoever's sofa you're staying on. And yeah, just not even having a roof to call your own can be difficult and stuff like that. A lot of my mates that did take me in, it was like I'd stay there for a few days, but know that realistically I did need to be out and then try find somewhere else, stuff like that.
Before it was flats, this building was standing empty. Now it's converted, it provides much-needed living accommodation in a good location close to shops and other facilities.
There's a big sense of belonging, do you know what I mean? Just having your own keys, your own house to come home to, and you're not really relying on anybody else. It really did put me on my feet.
And it's not just unused houses that could be brought back into use, according to some experts. By 2029, the government wants an extra 1.5 million new homes. Analysis for the Yorkshire Building Society shows here in the east of England, more than 15,000 could be provided by repurposing commercial spaces that are standing vacant.
Whether it's factories, whether it's shops, whether it's offices, we'd like to see a national strategy for repurposing, led by an independent commission to bring together the government, local government and industry to work together on this important issue. Secondly, we'd like to see fresh grants and incentives to unlock the potential that we've identified here. And thirdly, we'd like to see the planning process sped up to make all of this happen more quickly.
There are organisations who specialise in converting disused properties. Here, they bought this 3-bedroom family home and are investing time and money to get it ready for a woman to move into with their 3 children before Christmas.
When you're doing refurbs like this, it looks a mess for absolutely ages. It looks like nothing's progressing. But then all of a sudden it just like flips and it's like, now it's starting to look like a house and a home and stuff.
Why, in your view, is it so important that we are looking at using existing houses and bringing them back into use in the way that you're doing here, rather than just building new ones?
Well, the main advantage of that approach is it's quicker and it's cheaper to create an home. We've looked at new build ourselves, but in terms of the process, it's longer and takes more money effectively. So if you want to address an immediate waste of social resources, which is what housing is, it's there available, and why can't we do it?
The government says it is overhauling the planning system to make better use of brownfield land and existing buildings, adding that this will help reach their target of 1.5 million new homes. But there are still those who believe there are more opportunities to use existing buildings which are standing empty at a time that more homes are needed. James Webster, ITV News.
Well, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Seems like it could be a good model.
Very much so. If the building's there and it's empty and it can be converted.
Beautiful building.